And the stream has started. Tetra PSS, hi Kimchi. Yeah, hello and welcome to my stream. Today I'm going to play in a quick play where there are 1, 2, 3, 4 dominant Korean players, and also Pork Dialga, which I don't even know how to speak that, but wait, so we're playing in a stack lobby. This lobby is pretty stacked because there are like 4 top 100 players and 5 players are known to dominate quick play. So it is really difficult to win, but I guess if I grind for long enough, I guess I will have a chance. And I'm getting destroyed instantly. Yeah, the dominant dude number 1. Eight combos. So let's see who's up next. F. And this man is chilling too. And let's take a look at this man, also chilling. Oh, by the way, yeah, thank you for that message. Happy New Year too. Oh, hello the TD. Yeah, I decided to stream like 1 hour earlier than the usual because when I did that last day, I had like up to 30 viewers, so I'm going to do that too. Actually, that Korean chat told me how to announce that, so it is Poki Dialga, or stuff like Poki Dialga. It is pronounced like that. So let's take a look at /f Poke Dialga 2.31 PPS. I mean, definitely not the full power because there are so many stacked people, so everyone has to be cautious. If you just go for the full speed, you will get instantly 3v1 and die immediately. So all those top players are playing at like early 2.2 pieces per second to at most 3 pieces a second. But I'm not certain that is the actual idea of playing at low PPS. It can be just to keep the back-to-back chain as long as possible. Wait, nice back-to-back chain. Okay, slightly inaccurate, but still, it does not break the back-to-back chain, so it is fine, but there are too many lines incoming, so he has to break the back-to-back chain in order to survive. Yes. When there are many top players, like in this lobby, people sometimes try to go for low speed. Like, she can obviously go far beyond 3 PPS, but she's playing at 2.7. I guess she's just trying to keep the back-to-back chain as long as possible, but when there are really stacked lobbies, such as Super Lobby, she'll play at like at most 2 PPS. at most 2.0 PPS. So that is why in some times the top players are playing at very low speed. In this case, there are not so much people left, so she's kind of speeding up. Yeah, she's speeding up. Also, she is preparing her back-to-back train for the final 1v1, but that gas KO'd two really good players, so I guess she can win this 1v1 without that much difficulty, except she does some misdrops. But I guess she's fine until now. Yes. I mean, very clean 6-3 stacking. Even I cannot find anything to improve at this point. So this is the GG. Now let's move on to the next game. And just a second, I'm just going to notify the people on my Discord server. So add notification, I turned on live stream. So 2 pro players are gone, so there are There are 3 top level players. So I'm going to speed up for a little bit. And I'm aiming for 3 PPS, 1 APP. And hello Mr. Laser, welcome to my stream. Well, actually I'm getting pretty much damage right now, but I guess it is endurable until now. If I get too much garbage to handle, then I may slow down so that I can get a win or something. I'm just going to keep up the backtrack train, but I messed up with that Z piece. So I have to break my back-to-back train in order to keep my stack back clean again. Like this. And then, no, I just misholded this. I should have not used the hold key there. That cost me a full back-to-back train. And why did I place that there? No. I mean, I'm the misdrop champion of the X rank. Cancels. Tried to cancel that one garbage, but did not work. So let's just going to flatten the stack again and go for some back-to-back chain. I do like this 6-4 stacking, like this. Okay. No, that misdrop though. Could have continued the back-to-back chain, but I thought instead of thinking more, I would just break the back-to-back chain and go for more APM, so I just broke the back-to-back chain. Oh. Let's just break this chain again for down stack. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3. You get a T-spin, another T-spin, and the kaidan setup to the wall. I'm actually making these 2x4 boxes. Then I'm going for LST stacking, which I'm not that good at. I just struggle a lot trying to keep that back-to-back chain, and I KO'd that red 2-3-1, one of the best sprinters in the world. And hello TJ11, welcome to my stream. And can I make it down? I can make it down. There goes the another U rank. So who's the final boss? No, I could not get to see the final boss, who was Tetra. Oh, the fatal misstep, but the opponent just topped out first. Tetra, although he is rated 24.8 thousand, but he is pretty good, very good when he is at quick play. So it is me versus Tetra versus, and we have high tech here. I guess we had red 2-3-1 in this lobby, but I guess he left. So it is 1 out of 3 who is going to prevail. So let's get into the game. 3, I'm going to just slow down a little bit, trying to keep my back-to-back chain while not being targeted. So I just slow down to all the way down to 2 PPSs. Okay. I like 6-3 stacking. Oh, by the way, did I just turn off the entire sound effects? I guess I did. I was live streaming via Discord and it lagged a lot, so I turned off the sound effects earlier. But I guess I would have to turn this on again after doing some more back-to-backs. No. Okay, I'm going to turn the sound effects back on. There we go, chat. So there are not so much players remaining, so let me just speed up for a little bit. Fighting for 2.3 PPS. And I missed up instantly. That's how quick play works. So a nice little donation here. And we're going with this, with those kinda LSTISH stacking. But I really suck at LST, so I cannot keep the backward chain as long as the other players do. Let me just quickly build ASTSD. Fine. Okay. That's just the height of the stack as usual. Then I can spam APM again. So I guess I will be up against Red 231, so I have to speed up a lot. Okay, so the final 1v1, me against Red 231, but I have a lot of disadvantage. Did I make it? I make it! Yes! He broke the back-to-back chain, and that was very fatal for him. So I can prevail for once more. Yup. GG's. By the way, for like an hour and a half, the only winner of the entire quick play lobby were either Korean or Pokey Dialga. If you're not Korean nor Pokey Dialga, they never won the quick play for like the past an hour. So this is how stacked this Korean lobby is. Even I struggle in this lobby, or I just hesitate to join. Yeah, he has this 40 lines record of like 16 seconds, so he can place like 40 blocks in 7 seconds. I guess I'm targeted against red, so let me just down stack for a bit and do not send a line because that will trigger him to target me like this, so I have to speed up once again. And I did KO red once. Yeah, I KO'd him. Yeah, I mean, being good is not enough to express how good he is. For me, I believe personally evaluate him as far better than me. Oh, I had to calculate. I had to not be that greedy. Is he still alive? Yes, he's still alive. So let's just take a look at his perspective, as he is also a very good Korean player at quick play. T-spin mini to T-spin double, actually single. Okay. The fun fact is that he uses triple rotating while spamming back to back at like 3 PPS. If you take a look at more carefully, you will find him triple rotating all the time. Yet he is currently the strongest player in the quick play. So I believe that I can KO these kinds of players, but besides of that, they are far ahead of me, so no disrespect to them. Okay. Let's just take a look at how he covers all the misdrops and prevails to down stack. I mean, triple rotating while doing all of this. This is the skill level of outside of this world. I mean, he KO'd one of my viewers, and also a top level Korean player. I just know them by name. Yes, he has the burst speed of at least 4 PPS every time he makes a T-spin. Oh, that misstep was fatal. But it is 40 lines record. Let me just take a look. His 40 lines is 26 seconds, but that is the 2 years ago. So maybe he can be faster than that, but he just does not play some 40 lines. Anyways, he's also Korean, so the state that this is the Korean lobby still stands. Yeah, good luck and have fun. I'll start it with PCO. Misdropped PCO. And I'll have to speed up for a little bit in order to compete against all those top level players. I mean, you do need some speed in order to survive. You can slow down in order to not get targeted, but speeding up is a strategy. And personally, I do not like slowing down, so I just speed up for ridiculous amount, and then I go for a win. No, I don't go for a win, I aim for a win. Since I'm facing against this monstrous amount of incoming stacks, incoming garbage lines. Actually, I messed up, but guess I solved it like this. We have to adjust the heist, and good things will start to happen like this. A simple DT cannon over here, and some nice donation ideas over there, and let's go back to LST again. I guess that was not the correct setup, but it still works. I guess it was the correct setup. I just had to think of an idea like that. Another DT cannon. And I'm trolling. Count to 4. And I messed up. I did not mess up. And I KO'd Red 231 once again. Good. Third DT cannon of the game. There we go. Oh. In Fusidin, he is one of the top sprinters in the Fuyo Fuyo Tetris and Tetris Effect, so he is far better than the U rank. And also we have Mamge, who is top 40 So this lobby is really stacked. It is far more stacked than I expected. Okay, let's just adjust the stack. It just to mess up. Uh, had to break the back-to-back chain. Just too much greed. How do I... This works. And a cut copy. Nice. But I messed up again, so I have to break the back-to-back chain once more. This is not a good sign. And I guess I KO'd one of my viewers. Guess I did. And this, no, not this setup. Oh yeah. Actually, I have to concentrate again so that I do not get KO'd instantly. To not get KO'd in 7 seconds. No. Had to waste the TPs. What is this tech? This is so weird. Can I go for this setup? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. And I KO'd my viewer again. Oh, GG. mean, was that 22 KOs? Hell no. We have so many stacked Korean players in this lobby. How you respect here? Let's go. Wait, is Turtle here? I mean, if Turtle is here, this lobby is like the third most stacked lobby I've ever seen in my life. Maybe the second most. Oh, by the way, hello Mr. SK Leos. Creoles. I don't know how to speak that correctly, but let's just call it Creoles. Welcome to my stream and thank you for your compliment. Yeah, I mean, it really helps me a lot. It really encourages me to make another video. Yeah, thank you for all your chats you have done in this stream. And by the way, hello Mr. Glouds. Welcome. Ooh, I mean that red back-to-back plus one more stacked dude. I guess there was one more stacked dude who is targeting me. So a Korean viewer asked me if I've been abroad, but I've never been outside of South Korea in order to study English. The one and the only time that I was outside of South Korea was when I went to Vietnam for like 3 days in order to have a trip. So my English is just learned in South Korea only. And the reason that I am kinda decent at English is I guess I watched some English YouTube videos since like 2018. I watched some Minecraft videos or maybe chess videos recently, so I guess watching YouTube videos and trying to speak more in English like in this stream helped me really get better at English. And by the way, I may soon go outside of South Korea, maybe to US in order to study CS, computer science. And by going there, I may study English too. So if you are living in US and if kind of lucky enough. Maybe you can see me in real life. Yeah, my English is not considered that as perfect, but I guess it is kind of understandable to most of the English speakers. And look at Red's clean burst. And 100 plus back-to-back chain. He really does not want to lose it, so 111 back-to-back chain. Only T-spins and Tetris this game. Wow. Plus 1,000 lines sent. By the way, I was like top 28 and I received 298 lines. That is like 120 lines sent every minute. Okay, let's go. Simple mini T-spin. Okay. Now I'm going fast so that I do not get 2v1 to death. Before I die, I gotta KO some dude and die with them. Squirrels ask what is your favorite opener. My favorite opener is called the Reliable TSD. That opener sends 2 T-spin doubles and an STSD, whose damage is about as equal as stick spin. So I use Reliable TSD if I can use them. If I cannot, I use TKI or maybe stick spin. And in rare cases, PCO or MKO can also be my choice. Actually, I'm pretty decent at PC loops, so I can do it in like 5 PPS, so that can be my secret weapon. Now back to the good old LST, well, the stack that I suck at. No, that does not clean that garbage. So anyways, we're back to stacking back-to-back chains again. But I guess I'll have to break it at least once in order to not grid to death. By the way, pretty decent down second setup, and I KO'd Red 2-3-1 again, but I still have a number of opponents to KO, so I cannot slow down right now, as I'm getting 10 garbage a second. And I messed up. I did not mess up. Super Gobi. Yes. And I'm targeted by like 4 people. GG, yeah. By the way, Klaus says, how do you get to like how to know what setup to make you leave a hole somewhere on purpose? Well, some of them are on purpose, which is just a pattern matching, and some of them are misdrops, where I freestyle it, to cover the misdrops. So, like half of my weird drops are actually misdrops, and I just covered it. YNX says, are you gonna do 1v1s? Yes, but I'm going to do 1v1 like after playing 2 to 3 more quick play games, so that my viewers can enjoy me playing quick play. I'm getting a lot of lines now, so I just clear them all with a PC loop. Buttonex says, when did you start playing Tetris? Actually, I'm not that old Tetris user. I started Tetris at like 2 years ago. No, that missed well. Yeah, to tell you more details, I started playing Tetra at December 2021. Yeah, December 2021 is when I started playing Tetris. So I have played Tetris for 2 years, 1 month, and I'm top 80 in the top 80 to 90 globally. So actually, let's just stop playing quick plays right now, and I'm going to play 1 or 2 Tetra League games where I concentrate a lot more than I play quick play. So let's get right into the eternally long finding match. I mean, when you get to like 24.9 thousand, finding match takes more than the actual game, so you spend more time in sprint like this. Unfortunately, the opponent was found really quickly, except that he is top 31 in the world. Wow. Oh, I was not fast enough. I mean, I was playing at very low speed than I expected. My goal is to my goal is not to get swept. Oh, oh, I had that down stack spike. No, that was not the correct second PC setup. Yes! No, that 1 out of 10 garbage. And a clean PC loop kill. I may stand a chance against him. .8 PPS, POG. the TD, to the TD. Yeah, that is me. Yeah, yeah. Have a good day, TJ11. Oh, that missed up. Oh. The Korean viewer asks how to get better in Korean. Well, it's actually kinda simple. You just play more, you get better. There is not a lot of things to tell you because I'm having a 1v1 against the top level player. One misstep and it's over. Oh. Actually, I'm gonna turn off the sound effects right now because that is lagging too much. Oh, GG. I mean, I still did prevail, but I guess. Wait, why does he have 249 versus score? I don't even. I have no idea. Is it because of 2 PC loop spams? Well, anyways, I'll just go for another ranked match. Hope I get not match against this. Where is it? Card P01. Fortunately, he's in the game. Red 231 is in the game. I hope I am matched against a person so that I can communicate to you guys. Just a second, please. So let's play some sprint while waiting for it. Some of the Korean viewers ask, are you actually Korean? I am South Korean, but... Ooh. Well, actually, I'm gonna turn off DSFX. Yeah, he plays some quick play too. Oh. Nice. By the way, I turned off the sound effect because that lags my PC. Just to tell you. Nice 6-pin opener kill. Let's go. Nice. And how long is the Kingdom? Welcome. What? That lag. No. my PC is lagging out, has to turn off some applications. It's still lagging like a hell. Oh, send some cheese and apply more pressure, and that is a win. Type some Koreans. Oh, the last round was amazing. 200 APM, 4 PPS. So my PC is lagging, so I have to reboot the Tetra once so that my PC becomes less lagging. After that, I will stop playing Tetra League and I'm going to 1v1 with you viewers and guess the TLs. Since I do not have enough time, that much time, so wait. Is my Tetra crashed? It's almost crashed. Phew. Let's make a private room. And just the second place, I'm going to pin the link in the chat. So what I'm going to do is to do viewer 1v1 or 1v2s or whatever it is. Just a second, please. I mean, I have to refresh for a few times in order to pin my message. So my message is pinned. Now you can join here. So I do not have enough that much time, so I'm going to face 2 of my viewers at once and set the first 2 to 3. So every time the round starts, do /F team 16. I guess that is enough to make my viewers understand. So I'm going to start the round right now and do 1v2s, 1v2s, 1v2s. So the first opponent is an S rank and the second opponent is an S plus. So I guess I can prevail without that much difficulty, as the stats of those 2 players combined is not better than me. So I'm just going to slow down. And I know from the username that dude is like top level player. Okay, so the round has ended. The viewers have to do /F team 16. So I'm just going to target the one that is not targeting me. So let's go. Click. Okay, let's just end this round a bit quick. And maybe I can ask Fenjirex for 1v1, as he is far better than me. So both players are targeting me, and I get some line. I take, I send. Okay. So no player is sending me garbage, so let's just end this really quick. STSD, and it's over. GG. GG, well played. Wait, can I 1v1 you right now, or? Is he AFK? Okay, so you can come up. I'll set the first 2 to 7, as I'll get destroyed. I'm going to go full brain dead stacking mode, as that's the only way to have a little bit of chance against him. And I missed Rob at the very first. And I'm getting destroyed by 2 PPS French Legs. Oh, he is not even playing at his full speed. Maybe I can slow down in order to exploit his playstyle. If going fast does not work, you have to go slow. And he goes much slower. Rip. Rip. Oh. I mean, I cannot do this owl sounds. And that is the 6-pin trap opponent. You just wait for the opponent to send clean 4 lines, then you go down stack like this. Did he just misdrop? No, he was just a bit slow. And I guess my stride is pretty good enough to KO the top 20-ish player in the world. So I'm going for one more reliable TSD for 3-6 stacking stride. And only to fail miserably. Very, very miserable. Oh, I mean, he was going for 2.5 PPS. Actually, I'm not going to do that T-spin double because I'm an opener main who cannot do a freestyle. Actually, I've reached that position multiple times, but every time I reached that position, giving up that TSD was kinda the best option. So I'm choosing that one too. Okay, so let's just wait for it. It's the same timing, so I guess I'll just wait. Oh, he goes for first. I guess he's not using his full power, because he could have waited more. Or maybe he just saw 30 moves into the future and saw those amazing spikes. He definitely saw 30 moves into the future. One APP. Actually 1.2 APP. Jesus. That reliable TSD into weird 3-6 stacking worked. I guess this opener works for top tier players who have never faced this opener. Okay, let's just wait. No! That piece just slid out of nowhere. And I KO'd Frenzy Rex once again. But he was playing at like 2.3 PPS. Well, one day I hope to beat him going 2.6 PPS someday in the future. By the way, I'm not fast as I felt like. Only 2.5 PPS. And that's how strong the full PPS Frenzy Rex is. Maybe not the full speed. A 382 vs. I mean, I must safely play right now. Yeah, hi YouTube time. The guys, if you're watching this, yeah, you were here. So I guess I'll just go back to 2v1 my viewers. I guess the first come first serve still works, so we're gonna call Big Buttocks and the Sniper Boy at once, and I'm going to 2v1 him right now. So if two guys are both not AFK, and I suppose that they are not AFK, so I'm just going to start the game right now. And oh, actually I forgot to friend add him back. I'm going to friend him back really soon. Yeah, I'm definitely going to add friendly Rex to my friend as soon as possible. Oh wait, I forgot to turn it to FT3. So whoever scores 3 points first, I'm just going to avoid the game. Hey, new video time. And 1 APP2. Yup. And basically I go full Ooga Booga Breeze mode. So I'm going to avoid the game right now and maybe give the other players a chance. So because I estimate this stream to last for like 2 hours. I estimate this stream to last for 2 hours, and I'm going to do some more guested TRs. So I'm just going to leave Big Buttocks to the bottom and maybe ASDF, SDF. You can stand a chance against me. So we are up against this ASDF dude and guest. So I'm just going to go full sprint from the beginning and hope they know the rules. Wait, I'm actually losing. Ooh, a huge spike. I mean, this time it will not be as easy as it was for the previous time. Okay. Okay, a misdrop. Maybe the Korean boy can have a win. So it is 0-1, 0-1. And I'm going for a stick spin. Ah, just kidding, I'm just going for SDPC. And they say no second PC for me. So I'll just send the lines and hope for them to be KO'd. Yes. Oh. So it's 1-1. Actually, I streamed yesterday and I streamed today. The combined, so maybe I can upload the highlights to the YouTube, and that will last for like 2 months. Oh, and I lost 1v1. Yeah, to summarize, I can upload the clips from this live stream, and that will last for like 2 weeks. But I have lecture Tetris guide videos to upload, and I just messed up. So still nice down stack by guest. I could have prevailed if I did not do a misdrop, but still misdrop is a skill, so I have a skill issue and I did not deserve a win in this game. So after this round ends, I'm going to avoid it and I'm going to give the newcomers a chance. And nice T-spin setup by the guest, and nice defensive skill by the Korean boy. Hey, fine. No, you should have not put your eyepiece there. You should have used your T-piece in the hold. I mean, he's down in the PPS, so he has to be really efficient in downstacking, but he didn't, so that's why he lost. So I'm going to avoid the game right now and give the others a chance. So well played by both of these guys. I'm going to bring in as the super. Wait. He is 24.7k. Okay. And I'm going to move this Korean boy to the spectators again, and I'm going to bring this anonymous player in. I have no idea how strong this anonymous player is, so I'm just going to start the game and go full strike mode. I have to focus by a lot. Oh, and then I missed up. And that guest was the pro guest. With like 3 PPS. I mean, I might even lose to this guest while I 1v1. Because he's just too good at keeping the backtrack chain. Oh god, I summoned the wrong person. But the rule is a rule, I have to do my best until the game ends. No, the combined 200 APM is just too much for me to handle. And I might even lose 1v1 against that pro guest, so... Yeah, as you said, I lost 1v1 to that anonymous person. I mean, he just... he was just too good. He was just too good to be 1v2'd. I mean, me and as the Super combined may lose to this guy. Probably. Oh, by the way, Sniper Boy, you have to sleep soon. Yeah, I hope you had a nice day, and the next time I'll stream will be the next Tuesday or Wednesday, so I will see you then. So because of the time issue, sadly I have to end the 1v1 now, and I'm going to do the guess the TL once again. So how the guess the TL works, there is a site that I join, site that contains some replays. I download one of them, and I look at them and I guess what TL they are. So it's basically the guess the yellow in chess, but the version is Tetra. So let's just get right into the video. So just a second please. I'm just going to load the new Tetra site. Yes. So I'm going to download one of the replay, and I'm going to open up in Tetra. So where is it? It's here. Just a second please, I'm just going to load the replay. So here is the replay. The player 1 versus player 2. 27 seconds round, and the 2 rounds are both 2 minutes long. Not a good sign, not a sign that it is FT7 vibes. But first I'm going to turn on the SFX. So it's TD opener versus tick spin. I guess tick spin wins TD, so TD opener is countered. So basically, how you face the TD opener against tick spin is you send the first S and D. Oh, by the way, wrong screen, sorry. So it is tick spin versus TD. And the way you faced the way you face TD against the 6-pin is you send the S and the D, and when they send the TD attack, you receive it and you counter spike it. That's how you counter the entire TD opener. And very nice done by player 1. I guess player 1 is at least U rank, somewhere in the U rank. It's definitely U rank. He's trying to set up a T-spin, while player 2 is kinda thinking on the down stack, but see, he's just messing up with his garbage. He's just closing the door of the garbage, like this J piece. You do not block your garbage hole. Instead, you should have placed your J piece two squares to the right and added the J piece to there, and L piece to the very right, O piece on the top of that, and J piece to the very left. Then you downstack with the I piece. That is the one of the setups that I can think of, but you do not block your garbage hole like that. By the way, let's take a look at how player 1 makes T-spins. Nice T-spin setup, by the way. And player 2 is just getting punished for blocking off that garbage. So it's an easy win for player 1. So let's take a look at the second round. Maybe I can get to know how their mid-game skills actually are. So another stick spin versus TD. Yes, send the stick spin. No, you do not cancel it. You do not cancel the TD. The TD side gets the really clean garbage, and you get the cheesy garbage. You have to take then spike. Take then spike. Always, if you have an attack like STSD or TD, you take then spike. And by the way, do not take if that kills you. That's the most obvious one. And so by not taking the garbage, the stick spin side has really messy garbage, and the TD side has a really clean garbage, and that's how TD side wins. Basically, you just exploit that your opponent does not know how to counter your opener. But nice setup by player 1. It's definitely not SS, although the opener speed is kinda low for SS opener main game. A bit too much misdrop, by the way. But player 1 goes for flying T-spin setups. Player 2, nice downstack by the way. Let's just take a look at the boys for a moment. No, player 1, you do not go for the double dagger here. If you are to place the I piece there. I mean, the double dagger is possible if you place the I to the very left, so that your Z piece can be the overhang of the second T-pin. But in this case, you just place your I without thinking that much. So yeah, you can place J here and L here as the overhang, but it is less efficient than the optimal solution. So you simply do not place I at the random places. You just think for a moment and think where this I piece belongs to. Plus, you just blocked your own garbage hole, so that is pretty bad decision, by the way. So let's just take a look at the board for a moment. By the way, player 1, if he can see more garbage, if he can predict more garbage, then he can downstack more clean, because when player 1 thinks that I have to downstack in order to survive, his downstack is pretty clean. But if he does not think about that, he just blocks his garbage hole and gets destroyed immediately. So, very good downstack by player 1. And player 2 is creating some T-spins. Wait, are they X ranks? I just started to have a feeling that these two players are early X ranks based on this test. With nice back-to-back continuation by player 1. Nice idea to put the LPs over there. And player 2 found that down stack, but generally you do count to 4. So player 2 spotted that there was a down stack here, so he went for a combo. But if you do not see a down stack, you just place the J piece over here, the second line to the fourth line, and you go for the quad. That is the technique called count to 4. You count to 4 lines above the garbage, and you send the quad out of it. But player 2 saw a down stack over there, so he went for it. Okay. No! No, no, no! The player 2 should have not placed the T piece here. Oh, by the way, I forgot to change the stream title. So, what should the player 2 do? The player 2 should have seen that a TSSS instead of TSD threatens the stack, and he can make another T-spin with the S piece and the Z piece. So that you have to do a TSS, then place your S piece, then your Z piece, then you can do a TSD and a quad. So that is the win. But he misses it, so that is a huge amounts of TR deducted. Nice downstacking idea, by the way. And player 2, he does not know the Kaidan setup. I mean, so this is the critical reason that he is not an X rank, because most of the X ranks got to know the Kaidan setup. So in this position, making a Kaidan is the most obvious T-spin setup that you can ever think of, but he did not do it. So I guess he's a U rank. He's gotta be a high U rank at the maximum of 24.7 thousand, I guess. He's just having a good day. So let's move on to the round 3 and try to guess what the player 2's TR is. So for the player 1, I'm going to estimate as 24.6 thousand based on his stats and for knowledge of the kinds of donations. And let's take a look at player 2's side. Oh, by the way, nice continuation by player 1 so far. Okay. How does player 2 defend it? You just downstack it, right? Okay. This is fine. Oh, that eyepiece was kinda strange. But anyways, so player 2 is speeding up because he's obviously seen that player 1 is in danger, so he speeded up in order to KO player 1 in the right on the spot. But player 1 survived and goes for the downstack. So how does player 2 react to? Immediately slows down. He slows down and goes for more T-spin. Generally, player 2 has more knowledge in downstack, but less knowledge in making T-spins. So I guess the player 2 is about 24.4 to 5,000. This is my guess. So the 24,600 for player 1 and 24,450 for player 2. That is my guess right now, if nothing critical happens. Okay, nice. Could have went for the TSS, but I guess the TSD was better. The trust says no way that those players are above 24,000. Yeah, it can be said that they are less than 24,000 based on their APM and PPS only, but I looked at their versus score and the method they used to downstack. Based on that, they are far better than 23.8 to 9,000, who can do 70 to 80 APMs but cannot downstack that much. So I believe that they are 24,000. So I'm just going back to the site and just guess that player 1 is 24.6 thousand and player 2 is 24.450. So the moment of truth, I was correct. The player 1 was 24.526 and player 2 was 24,419. And I estimate this as an absolute win because the gap between my guess and the actual TR was not higher than 100. So I will say this is a win for me. So we're going to the new game, and I was setting the minimum TR to 23,000, so I was getting a new rank replay. So I'm going to go for another low rank. So 0 to 23,000, a new game. So this replay, the maximum TR is 23,000. So let's just download the replay. Another 3-0 is gotta be the opener kill rounds. Moments of truth. SDPC by player 1. No, he does not know how to deal with it. Wait. Is player 2 AFK? Sorry about that. Oh yeah, I need to switch screens. Yeah, so basically the player 2 was AFK for the entire round. Let's just take a look. So I've seen the round 2. The player 1 can use TKI for up to back to like 4 to 5 in like 1.3 PPS. So this is obviously first to 5 vibes. And the PCO. Does he find the PC? He finds the PC. Does he know the second PC? I guess he's not, but I guess he can set up some basic T-spins. So I'm going to guess. So I'm not going to skip this game because of the fact that player 2 is AFK. I'm just going to estimate the player 1's TR based on how he plays. Very clever setup by player 1. So there are not so much stuff for me to help estimating the player 1's playing strengths, but based on the stats, I estimate him as low S minus rank to S0 rank. Probably it is closer to S0. I estimate player 1 to be like 19,000, as because of the round 2 he played TKI for 1.3 PPS. So I'm going to say in the Tetra site, the player 1 is 19,000. and player 2 is also 19,000 because I have no idea how strong player 2 is. So moments of truth. It was S plus. It was S plus. Oh, it's gotta be higher than 19,000 because in the first round. Well, let me just quickly show you the first round of the game if you haven't saw that. The player 1 played SDPC at the speed of 2.7 pieces per second, but misdropped on this case. So he should have been higher than 20,000. Yeah, that is my fatal mistake. I should have considered that, but I only saw that round 2 and 3 and guessed that he was 19,000. So anyways, the new game. Oh, by the way, I would like to have FT5 vibes. So I'm going to set the minimum TR to 17,000, and I'm going to estimate the TR in the range of 500 and 100 if they are close to 25,000. So the range is 17,000 to 25,000. Let's go to the new game. Okay, I'm going to download the replay and I'm going to upload it to Tetra. It may take some time. The replay is here. Another 3-0 round. So let's take a look. It is the 15 seconds round. See, the fact that it is the 15 seconds round thinks me that they are at least 20,000 because you have to be somewhere good at the game to top the opponent out in 15 seconds, in just 15 seconds. So let's see how player 1 tops player 2 out in 15 seconds. A TKI in 2 PPS. Player 2 goes 4 wide and he misses it. Oh, no! No! No, you do not place your OPs here. You have to not block your way down. You have to go T here, S here, then I piece. That is the most obvious downstack you have. I mean, why are you placing your OPs there? Based on this, the poor knowledge of the downstack, I estimate that they are not a U rank, totally not a U rank. And player 1, and let's just take a look at player 1's side at the last moment. So he is kinda good until the third back-to-back chain, but in this position, I guess you have to waste the T or break your back-to-back chain. For example, if you place your OPs there, you do 180 to place your LPs down here, and you place your JPs here. Place your JPs to the left and go for a T-spin double, which breaks your back-to-back chain. Or if you can just play JPs to the 7th to the 8th row and place the LPs down, LPs to the 1st to the 2nd row and go for a TSD. Then you cover the hole in the 8th to 10th row using a T in the next. So that is how you waste the T and keep the back-to-back chain. Or you can do not waste the T and break your back-to-back chain. But player 1 chooses neither of them. So based on that, I estimate that player 1 does not have a good vision on his next. So wait. Oh, whoa. Okay, I'm just going to edit this out. So yeah, sorry about that. I just keep forgetting that. I turned on the site. Oh, I have to memorize that. So let's just get back to the beginning and take a look at this. So player 1 does TKI and player 2 goes 4 wide, but player 2's 4 wide is somewhere strange. And player 1, his back-to-back train is clear until the third back-to-back. Meanwhile, player 2 has no idea how to downstack because he uses an O-piece here. You do not use your O-piece here because the most obvious solution is to use the T-piece on the 6th to the 7th row, then place the O-piece somewhere else, then place the T-piece to the 4th and the 5th row, S-piece to the 6th and the 7th row, then go for the I-piece with the downstack. That is the most obvious solution, and player 2 should have seen that if he is above the U rank. So I estimate player 2 is no above U rank, and for the player 1's side, I guess player 1 should have not placed the Z-piece there. He should have placed Z-piece on the 7th to the 8th rank. Then he should have placed the L-piece on the 1st to 7th, 1st to 2nd. Then he should go for one more LST. But he chose to keep the principle of LST and put his Z-piece there. That is why he has to either waste the T-piece or break the back-to-back chain. So I estimate player 1 to be no higher than 24,000, but he can do a TKI for 2 PPS. So I estimate him to be 22,000 to 24,000. And player 2, he's gotta be 20,000 to 22,000 or 23,000. That is my range after the first round. So let's get back to the content and let's go for the second round. This time I can get to see the mid game of player 1 and player 2. So player 2 goes for another 4 wide. Oh, by the way, what has happened to the player 1's board? Player 1 just went for the TKI but does not... Oh, was it Ajamba TSD? It was some weird Ajamba TSD. See, if you are to use the Ajamba TSD, you have to know that your next pieces can allow you to play Ajamba TSD. Basically, when the game says 3, 2, 1, you have to scan the next and you choose what opener you use. And he just saw the early Z and early S, and player 1 said, I'm gonna go for Ajamba TSD, which was not possible in this pack. So definitely not above 23,000, as 23,000 would have not done Ajamba TSD like that. So the both players maximum is 23,000, but the player 1's bottom is 22, while player 2's bottom is 20,000. So let's take a look at the mid game. So player 1 is stacking pretty fast, but he does not go for Tetris. And player 2, what does he go for? I mean, I cannot understand the play of those players. So player 1 goes for triple for too early in the game. Obviously does not know how to count to 4. And player 2 goes for the combo attack without even getting the clean for garbage, which is all 4 wide is about in Tetra. So I estimate player 1 and player 2 to be no higher than 23,000. This is the absolute maximum. If they are anywhere above that, I will be kind of mad to them. Yeah, Vintage. You and I have the same idea. I guess they are like low to mid SS rank. And player 2 misswap. And let's take a look at how player 2 covers that misswap. So he knows how to cover them. No, placing that Z piece here is not a good idea. The Z piece belongs to the 8th to the 9th rank, or the 9th to the 10th rank, because by placing the Z piece here, you are blocking off your garbage hole on the 2nd rank, and the 3rd rank, and the 4th rank. So you do not place your Z piece there. Based on that, the player 2 is obviously around 22,500 based on their PPS. So let's take a look at player 1's board. Just a second, please. Yeah, I guess player 1 misdropped. I guess that is a misdrop. And player 1, he goes for a T-spin setup, but that messes his field too much. I started to think that player 1 is around 22,000 because player 1 does not think about the next T-spin at all, or at least the stableness of the field where you can, no, not the stableness, the flatness of the field, so that you can go for easier downstack and T-spin setups. He just goes for the TSD you have right now. So the player 1, I guess the absolute limit for the player 1's TR is 22,500, and player 2, let's take a look at player 2's side. Player 2 is kind of fast, but he misdrops a lot, still knows how to do a TSD, and nice downstack by the way. That downstack was kinda decent. By the way, placing that Z-piece here is actually a good idea, because if you place your Z-piece on the 4th to the 6th column in order to make a TSD, you will have a hard time going down. So if you are to go down, you can place your Z-piece here, sacrificing a T-piece, then go for downstacking. So it was a pretty reasonable decision. So I guess player 2 is actually at least 22,000 based on the decision making on that downstack. So the range of the player 2's TR is 22,000 to 22.5,000. But he misdrops a lot, so maybe I can deduct some points for many misdrops later on. Or maybe he was having a bad day. Oh, by the way, just to tell you, my suggestion on the downstack is totally not optimal. Actually, it can be far from optimal. It can be far from the optimal, but I'm just suggesting a way that I think. The way that I think of this certain position so that it can help you out. So, based on the second game, the player 1 is definitely above 21,000 and not above 22,500. The player 2 is around 22k to 22.5k. So the moment of truth will be decided at the 3rd round. So let's take a look at the 3rd round. So player 1 goes for TKI and player 2 goes for, I don't know what this is. And that's single decision. I estimate this as not so good decision because you can always make a TSD with your 6-3 stacking. You do not have to change the stack to 4-5 stacking, which it is generally harder to make T-spin and easier to waste the T-piece. So you do not place your I-piece there normally, but he did. So I estimate player 2 to be like 21,000. Let's take a look at player 1's side. So, no, you do not go like this. Maybe you can go like this, but if you... Wait, was I wrong? I can be wrong because two ideas are both equally good because of this. But you do not place your S-piece here because based on after the TSD, you have to place your J-piece on the 5th to 6th column and 9th to 10th column. So you have two Z dependencies at once. That is not a good sign. So maybe I suggest you to place the S-piece to the 2nd and the 3rd column and I-piece to the 1st column. Then go for the TSD. That will result in much cleaner stack. So I estimate player 1 to be also 22,000. And he misdrops. But nice cover by the way. And nice decision making on that down stack. This is a bit of an inaccuracy because you have to use your hold S piece, then you use your Z piece on the 8th to the 9th column, and then you use your J piece on the 6th and the 7th column, then you go for the quad. That is more faster downstack. That downstack does not waste the I piece. When you downstack, wasting an I piece is critical as wasting a T piece. So you do not waste your I piece when you try to downstack. At least you have to try to. Because of that, your downstack is much delayed and you actually were close to dying. But you managed well to go down and you KO'd your opponent in 35 seconds into the game. So it does not change my estimates. I still estimate them to be like 22,000, but based on that decision making on the downstack, I will actually call them 22,250 points. So 22,250 and 22,250 for both of the players. So this is the moment of truth. Wait. Oh, U rank? 23.5 thousand. Wait. It is 23.5 thousand. So 23.5 thousand does not find that you have to place your J piece on the 6th and the 7th column. That is utterly the brain dead setup. I mean, if you're U rank and you play at like 2 PPS, you have to be somewhere efficient. You do not downstack like this. It worked, but it is because of RNG. So if you are to improve more, I suggest you to focus more on downstacking more efficiently instead of going for almost 2 PPS. You can slow down, but you cannot slow down the downstack itself. So I should have looked at the stat and called him like 23,000, but based on the decision making, I just could not call them 23,000s. And by the way, the player 2 is also 22.7 thousand. That is kinda not understandable based on the round 1 decision making. I mean, forwarding and not receiving that forward line and just go for downstack, it is just not acceptable. And that is a brain dead downstacking. Either way. And this stuff covering your garbage hole, I mean, I could not think that they are actually 22.7 thousand. So it's pretty surprising. Maybe I would have to focus more on their stats. So for the last game, I would like to set the minimum TR and maximum TR the same. And I'm going to start a new game. So this is going to be the last guested TR in this video. So let's get right into it. So I'm going to download the replay and just upload it to Tetra. Let's just wait for a moment. Here we go. So it's 2 on 3. It has 5 rounds, so I have more things to analyze. So player 1 goes for PCO. Obviously he does not know how to go TKI. And player 2 goes for some strange TSD setup that I cannot fully explain. And player 1 sees the PC. And player 2's SDF is not infinite. So based on these features, I cannot say that player 2 is above SS rank. So player 2 has to be on S plus rank with like 21,000 TR. And nice setup by player 1. Does not see the Kaidan setup, so it is not a U rank. It has to be an SS rank. No TSD mini. No TSP mini. That is the critical moment, because you do a TSP mini, then go for the quad, because that sends you 1 or 2 more lines. So no TSP mini, that is the crucial moments. So definitely not above 23,000. So player 1 is totally not above 23,000. And let's go for the round 2. Player 1 missolves the PCO and goes for, I don't know what to explain, setup. And player 2 goes for somewhat I can't explain either. So player 2 is making some random T-spin setups everywhere, and it just works magically. I don't even know how to. But to player 2, if you are to make that much of a T-spin setup, that is a good thing to do, good ability to have. But you have to look at the next and think that if you can actually perform the TSD, but I guess player 2 is just too greedy to be a U rank, because that level of greed is not a thing to have. So I estimate them to not look at the opponent's field and just brain that stack. You do not make your T-spins like this, because you block your entire garbage hole. And player 2, he is totally not good at down stacking, because he's just blocking too many garbage holes. So if you do not do garbage holes, you are at least U rank level of down stacking. And player 2 wins somehow. So based on that, I estimate player 1 and player 2 to be high S plus to low SS. And let's take a look at the round 3. Player 1 should go for PCO, and player 2 goes for, I don't know what this setup is. He's just going for Korean stacking, I guess. No, you do not go for it like this. You have to know the hamburger stacking. You place your eyepiece on the 4th to 7th column, then you go for a TSS for a more flat stack. But he does not go for that and wastes a full T piece and a down stack over here, and that is why the player 2 is losing. Player 2 does not know that 180 exists, then you can place your L piece over there. Basically, player 2 is addicted to the T-spin, so that he cannot live without making a T-spin setup. Player 1, he is pretty slow, but he is somewhat logical. He is doing somewhat logical setups. Meanwhile, player 2 is going for Ooga Booga T-spin setups. Also, he is fast. His APP is 0.2 to 0.3 at the moment. So I do not think that player 2 is above SS rank. Player 2 has to be a S plus rank. So the maximum TR that player 2 can have is 21,000, I guess. And player 1, he is kinda decent at, no, you do not block your garbage hole. You have to place your O piece on the 9th to the 10th column. So you do not place your O piece yet. So based on that, player 1 is both slow and not good at down stacks. So player 1 is also S plus rank. So I estimate them to be like 20,000 to 21,000. Okay, so far so good. Okay, nice T-spin null setup, by the way. So you do T-spin null in order to gain more fat stack. nice TSD, but a miswap. Definitely player 1 is not above 22,000, that is for sure. But still nice down stack by the way. And you block off your garbage hole immediately. So based on that, player 2 has to be like 21,000 based on the behavior and the stat. By the way, nice down stack find by the way. So I estimate player 1 to be around 21,000 based on his stat and decision making. And the player 2 side, he's just too greedy. He's just keep going for that T-spin setups. That is why he is losing despite of having a 0.5 or 0.70 PPS advantage. Okay, so it is late in the evening, so sorry for the remaining viewers. I will just guess the TR without looking at the last 2 rounds. So I'm going to estimate that player 1 is 21,000 and player 2 is also 21,000 based on the stats and their behaviors. So moment of truth. I was close, but player 2 was an S rank instead of S plus. Go. The S ranks nowadays know how to T-spin. I myself learned how to set up a T-spin in the S plus rank, so this is kind of amazing. So S plus to the S rank player, you are pretty good at setting up T-spins, but you have to not spam it. You have to think logically and figure out that this T-spin is actually a good T-spin or a bad T-spin. So to evaluate which T-spin is the good and which T-spin is bad will be uploaded in my YouTube channel in like a month. It will be part of a Tetra guide for advanced, intermediate to advanced players. So player 1, player 2, nice job by the way, but you have to remember that you do not block your garbage hole and you do not spam a T-spin setup that messes your stack. So this is the last guess, the TR, and I'm going to end the stream right now and I gotta go to sleep. So I'm going to edit this and upload it in YouTube starting from tomorrow, and I'm going to end the stream right now. My next stream will be like next Tuesday or Wednesday. The stream starts at 1 p.m. UTC. So if you are interested, make sure to subscribe and join my Discord channel. And as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and I'll see you on the next time.